All right, back at Castaic, and we're on the hunt for some bass again. I would like to catch a striper this time. Hopefully they'll be boiling, or I'll get into some. Other than that, we're gonna target top water in the early morning, like right now. The bass boils, and then when that slows down, or if it's non-existent, I'll just start hitting the coves and doing some finesse fishing, and we'll see how that is. Hopefully we'll get into some striper too if we see any. And that's it. All right, I'm gonna get on the water. See you in a minute. All right, I'm at my first spot. I'm not seeing any top water at all. It's kind of chilly right now too, but it is calm. So maybe as the day progresses, the shad will come up a little shallow, and then maybe we'll get some top water. I'm still gonna try some top water stuff around here though, because it looks pretty good. So I'm gonna get to it. Okay, I turned my camera on because there were a bunch of bass following this up. So they're obviously here, but I kind of slowed my retrieve down. I just watched a couple follow it. I can just see a bunch of bass down there. And they'll hit my lure and follow it up to the boat. All right, at least I found where they're hitting on top. A lot of action over here. Wind has got me going the wrong way though. Nope, got one. Oh, now, oh, there's a giant school down there. Nice fish too. I gotta stay over here. I just saw a whole school down there, and I had a fish. Didn't hit it that hard, but it was a decent fish. They're going after it, but they are not hitting that aggressively. I keep getting bumped. And they're down there. I can see them. Watch. They like chase it all the way to the boat. You can see them down there. Decent fish too. Ah, there we go. Oh my God, come on. I don't know why I'm not hooking them. Oh my. Oh, lost another one. Right at the boat. That was awesome. First one of the day. They're still biting around me. Caught that one right. Oh, I just had another one. I caught that one right at the boat as I was just bringing it in. Just had another good hit. I can see him down there following it. But if it doesn't. Well, they're hitting all around me, going after these tiny shad. You can't see that, it's pretty amazing. Oh, there's a bunch of bass down there. Oh, got one. Oh, come on, you little bastard. Starting to see a lot of top water all in the cove here, which is a great sign. I just cannot hook these guys. Oh, finally. All right, it seems as if they woke up. Once the sun came out, the wind died down a little. They're just hitting all over the surface. And I'm using this tiny little tube. And I'm getting lots of bites, and I've caught a couple little ones. But it's just really exciting because you can see them hit the surface. And if you cast right on top of them, chances are you're gonna get one. Really exciting type of fishing, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna get back at it. I'm sure you can hear this. I hope you can see it because they're literally everywhere. Still. This is really incredible. I mean, I'm watching bass go crazy on these shad everywhere, and I can see the bass under the water just following them around. Sorry about the weeds, buddy. I am back in my lucky cove. Conditions are very similar. Cool morning, starting to warm up, getting some sun. The shade's about the same place. It's almost the same time I got here last time. And the shad are back here. The wind and the current is taking everything back into this creek bed. So I'm hoping that that big school of bass is either here or will be here. I've seen a lot of fish today. They seem to be very active. Got a lot of hits on the little tube bait. So the morning bite was pretty good. I mean, lots of bites, lots of follows, you know, handful of fish caught. Big striper schools. I just didn't get over there fast enough. And they were boiling early for a little while. It was amazing to see, as you saw on the camera. So I'm back here now. I'm gonna do some finesse fishing and see if I cannot entice a couple of these big bass back here. All right. There's a massive school of bass. Chase the shad back up in here. Huge, huge. All like 3-4 pounders, maybe even bigger. I was just about to leave because it's been really slow. And then a big school of bass just showed up. Probably about 10 or 15, all in the 2 to 3 pound range. There, if you can, I don't know if you can see them, but there's a bunch of them. So if I can only entice them to bite, that would be something. Well, they are down there still. They keep cruising by. Big ones too. I'm looking at them right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 like 2-pounders, and then a couple like 4-pounders. 6. I mean, it's ridiculous, but oh, so many of them. It's crazy. There's more. They just keep coming. Wow, there's more. Anyway, they're just not biting anything. I've got like Senkos and robo worms and trying every kind of retrieve I can. I mean, they're just not eating right now. Well, my spot has been a bust. The bass are here, big ones, a bunch of big ones. Not as many as last time. They're definitely not as active. I mean, as you saw in the video last time, they were like patrolling the spot and they kept coming around, Now it's like every 20, 30 minutes, a few of them, 1 or 2, 3, and that's about it. That's about it. They're just not very active right now, and I can't get them to bite anything. So I guess I'm gonna call it. Maybe I'll move out to the water, see if the stripers are doing anything on the way, and I think that's about it. So. Okay, today, it wasn't bad. This morning was really exciting with all the topwater stuff. It took a little while to get going, but man, right around 9 o'clock, it just blew up. Schools of largemouth, really big school of stripers came through, big stripers. They're kind of mixed in with the largemouth. My goal of getting a striper was not met. I didn't really get over to the boil. I was really just going after the largemouth because they were just all around me, as you see in the video. I got so many bites. I like got a lot of fish, you know, grabbing at decent sized fish, but I only managed to land like, I don't know, 3 or 4. Lots of little tiny dinks too, which I don't even count, but went back to the same cove. There were fish there, not as many, not as active. Couldn't get one single fish back there to bite. You know, so it happens. The water's a little dirtier. It's very windy out, but you know, so that's the way it goes. It's like even on a day like this where, I mean, this morning was amazing. For a couple hours, it was just, I mean, it was just stunning. But it's just cool to see nature going off like that. You know, that's one of the reasons why I love this, even if I'm not catching fish, is you see all kinds of amazing action. I mean, the water was clear enough to where I could see the shad, like 2 or 3 on the surface, and just a school of largemouth bass following them around. And this was everywhere. I mean, just hundreds of these, and it was phenomenal to see. I mean, so much action, so much activity. So yeah, I mean, it was great. I used that little tube bait again. I tried Senkos later on, but I could not get them to bite on a Senko or robo worm. And I threw a few other things, jigs and swim baits, and I couldn't get anything going with those. So I tried the Castmaster. It may be too big because people are telling me they're catching stripers on the Castmasters. So anyway, saw a lot of activity. Caught a few in the morning. It was amazing. So it's time for me to get on the road, and until next time, I'll see you tomorrow.